And so now let's talk about isotopes. So isotopes, when we're learning about what is chemistry during like the second day of class, one of the questions or one of the things that it mentioned that you might have to do in order to be successful is to memorize, right? So this is one of those things where you'll have to memorize this definition because, it's a definition. So the definition for isotopes are just atoms with the same number of protons but different number of neutrons, right? So an example here is carbon. And remember that definition, same number of protons, different number of neutrons. And so here you have carbon, carbon 13, carbon 14. You see same number of protons, right? 6 protons, 6 protons, 6 protons. But then you also see right here, different number of neutrons. So 6 neutrons, 7 neutrons, 8 neutrons, right? So right here, as it shows you nuclear number, just means the nucleus, right? What is the number in the nucleus? And so here it's 6 protons plus 6 neutrons gives you 12. Then here, the nuclear number 6 plus 7 is 13. It just means there's 6 protons, 7 neutrons. Then in carbon 14, and that's where the number 14 comes from, 6 plus 8 gives you 14. So again, the nuclear number is just 6 protons plus 8 neutrons. So the important thing to remember from this is the definition, right? Same number of protons, different number of neutrons. And it has to be this way because if the proton number changes, so if this number here goes from a 6 to a 7, then this is no longer carbon. Now it is nitrogen. If the number changes to a 5, then it's no longer carbon, it is boron, right? So remember, if the proton number changes, the whole element changes, the whole atom changes. It is, in the case of an isotope, same number of protons, 6, 6, and 6, different number of neutrons, 6 neutrons, 7 neutrons, 8 neutrons, right? So this is an isotope. Same number of protons, different number of neutrons. All right, so let's go ahead and take a few minutes to answer these questions. So question number 1, what 3 particles make up an atom? Question number 2, what are the charges on these particles? And then question number 3, what 2 particles make up the nucleus?